The way we consume and share news today, it is largely rooted in social media outlets, a reason why it's crucial to look at, well, what's being discussed online. For Social Media Minute, we're joined by Erica in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
I know, right?
In person.
2024.
Yes.
Let's rock and roll.
Yes.
Have you made resolutions?
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm still sitting on mine. Yeah, maybe February.
Perhaps. I'm not sure if I want to make resolutions this year.
Yeah, I kind of like the fact that I ease my way into New Year. Like, no sweat, another year,
Right.
Another dance.
I just want to be healthy.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know, they tell me, well, John told me that we need to be really specific with plans or else we won't really reach our goals. But hey, maybe I'll hit the gym twice a week this year.
I'm trying to eat healthier.
That too.
Yeah, that too.
All right, let's jump into some of these buzzwords. New Year's wishes, resolutions. That's usually how we start the year, right? Now, when it comes to workers' wishes, can you guess what they might want?
I think our listeners might be able to guess because I can definitely relate. I don't know. I think everybody, yeah.
Inflation, yeah.
So, according to a recent poll, what Korean workers want the most in the new year 2024 is, well, a higher paycheck, higher wages. Yep. Mbrain Public surveyed around 1,000 salaried workers over the age of 19, and it found that 78% said they wished for higher wages in the new year. And that answer was followed by less intense work or shorter working hours. This particular answer was chosen by 26%, a little over a quarter of the respondents. People were told, by the way, they could pick multiple answers.
Okay, so that's reflected in the numbers. Because I was going to say, I bet you those who want the higher wages, they might not be the same people who are saying they want less intense work or shorter working hours, because that just sounds unreasonable. Something's got to give. Now, what other answers were included in this list?
Yes, so a little under a quarter. 24% of the respondents said they wish for job stability or they wanted to switch to a regular permanent position. And 18% said they wish to be able to take annual leave more freely. While wage increase ranked number one across all age brackets, the second most popular wish on the list varied according to age group.
I feel like as you get older, you might want, I don't know, job stability more so. So let's look at the specifics.
Let's do that. So respondents in their 20s said they wished to move to a better company. Those in their 30s and 40s said they chose to work less, actually. Why are you laughing?
Because, no, I'm not there.
Right.
I think our jobs are a little bit unique in a sense that I can't really work less. I don't really have a job if I work less.
I know, I totally understand. Yes.
But anyway.
And people over the age of 50 said they preferred job stability, like you said. Now, additionally, 71% of the respondents said they expected their day-to-day life at work to get better in 2024, so more optimists than pessimists. 29% said it was more likely that their days at work would get worse in the new year. Yes. There's more, actually. Regarding workplace bullying, 52% of female respondents and 51.5% of non-regular workers held a rather pessimistic view. Both groups said that bullying will continue in the new year. Now, in contrast, 62% of male respondents and 61% of regular workers had more positive sentiments, saying that workplace bullying will improve in the new year.
Okay, so there's some positive outlook there. Now, the Korea Labor Institute published similar study results in its quarterly journal. It stated that longer working hours tend to lower levels of happiness, job, and life satisfaction for young Korean workers.
That's right. The people that work between 15 to 40 hours a week showed the highest evaluation of their life. So basically, the longer the working hours, the lower the rate of satisfaction.
I'm all about efficiency. I am that generation, right? And it's just better for job retention. Employers, if you want the best cream of the crop. It's about efficiency, not the hours we spend on our work, right?
Right. So my thing is I try to get all the work done while I'm still at work, like physically. And then
you're so good.
After I close my laptop, I come home and I don't work.
No.
Yeah. And that makes things so much better. I don't want to drag my work, into the evening hours.
Yeah, I'm still really bad at that.
I wake up at 5 a.m.
I do too. Working on it.
Yep.
All right, on to our second buzzword of the day. It is a year of the blue dragon, which I frankly think makes it difficult for any marketing campaign because I think food and blue
don't go together.
It's the least appetizing color, is it not?
I agree completely.
Because blueberries are not really blue. They're kind of purple.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. Yeah, so it's the year of the blue dragon. And as expected, retail companies are embracing the new year by introducing a whole lot of dragon-themed foods, beverages, and fashion items to lure customers. So on the first day of the new year, which was yesterday, Starbucks Korea started this giveaway. They offered a special blue dragon milk tea or latte for the first 24 customers at each of their locations. So first come, first served. Yes, exactly. 24 customers because 2024. Yeah. And so there were eager patrons who were seen lining up outside some of these stores before they even opened. Now, in the fashion and sportswear sector, several brands are gearing up to release dragon-themed collections. For example, Nike is set to introduce special Air Force and Dunk Low sneakers featuring textures that are reminiscent of dragon scales in the months of January and February.
That could go wonderfully right or disastrously wrong. Dragon scales. All right, give it a moment. But I do appreciate like latte art with like dragon, like foamed dragon. That's kind of fun to look at, right? I don't know if it tastes better, but it looks good. Now, high-end brands are also capitalizing on dragon themes.
Yes, exactly. Fendi, for example, is preparing to unveil a special bag that is adorned with dragon characters from Pokemon.
It's like the best of all worlds.
Yep.
Okay.
Daiso, which is South Korea's leading dollar store chain, is celebrating the new year with a promotional campaign as well. It's offering a selection of dragon-themed merchandise that includes plush toys and keychains, all in the shape of dragons.
Do you think plush keychains will stick around this year?
Oh, man, they were so big last year.
Weren't they?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Because now I have one of like the touted keychains, the bunny one.
Yep.
And there's clothes for the bunny. It's crazy. And it's tiny. It's like, man, anyway.
I think they're going to stick around.
Okay, good. Because I got a gift last December. I would like to utilize it. Now, convenience stores are, of course, on top of their game, too, as well as their new year marketing strategy.
Yeah, so GS25 plans to introduce these 5 special burgers featuring Dragon Ball Z characters starting January 10th. 7-Eleven debut Dragon Soju.
What's that?
Who knows? Haven't tried it yet.
Okay.
Which targets the younger demographic with this. It's supposed to be premium distilled spirit. Now, this is non-dragon related, but CU, another convenience store chain, is planning a buy one get one free offer on select instant noodles to ease the financial strain on customers. It's economically challenging still, and they're trying to ease the burden on their customers.
I've got to say, that one gets my attention a little bit more. All right, let's move on to our final buzzword today. Now, if you've ever had oyster and you've looked at the shell and thought, what a monstrously beautiful thing. If we can upcycle and utilize it better, it could be, a big win for us.
And one company actually is doing that.
That's right.
In Gyeongsangnam-do province, there's a collaboration between a local company and Dongyang City. And they're earning high praise for recycling discarded oyster shells. And they're turning it into walking path pavement blocks around a local school.
Okay, initially I thought, how cool? And then I thought, ouch. But I'm sure they smooth down the surface of the oyster.
That's right. So according to Dongyang City, they're there's a sidewalk around this one particular school that stretches 100 meters. The school is called Byeokbang Elementary School, and the pavement was completed using this unique material made from recycled oyster shells. So they look like any other regular gray-colored sidewalk blocks, but they're made from oyster shells instead of the conventional cement.
Initially, I was thinking they like lay down the cement, take the oyster shells and just like slap it on.
No.
It's not that.
That would be more aesthetic, I guess.
No, because I was thinking
it would hurt.
That feels hazardous to me. Anyway, so they upcycled it. They created this unique material to lay the cement. Now, Tongyang is famed for its seafood, most notably oyster, so this makes sense.
Tongyang-gur is, it's famous here in Korea. And it's oyster season right now. And, I'm sure you've eaten your share of oysters during the Christmas, the holiday season.
Like so much of it.
Yes, so Tongyang, for those of you who don't know, is responsible for around 70% of South Korea's oyster production. Yeah, 70%. And the city generates around 200,000 tons of oyster shells every year. And these shells are primarily composed of calcium carbonate, which become as hard as cement when it's mixed with water. And this discovery led to a local company developing this particular technology to recycle the shells into pavement blocks. So the name of the company is Korea Koso ENG, and they capitalized on the oyster shell mixture's ability to drain water and also prevent people from slipping. And they figured out a way to make the mixture a perfect choice for safer school walkways. I think it's super smart. It's brilliant. The company has received plenty of positive feedback from parents and the local community. And moving forward, it says it plans to install these oyster shell pavement blocks across more locations around more schools in the city of Tongyang.
It's kind of amazing because you're talking about sustainable, eco-friendly cement replacement. And look at how much oyster shell we churn out each year. 200,000 tons. I can't even manage. So it's really smart.
Yes.
And
I think other cities or maybe countries that produce a lot of oysters can actually take note as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Is a company willing to share their secrets?
I'm not sure, but if I were the CEO, why not, right? Recently, the company was awarded the Presidential Prize at the 13th Children's Safety Awards, which was organized by the Ministry of Public Administration and Security.
It's the perfect day to talk about this. We have Tuesdays for Tomorrow coming up in our second hour. I'll hand this over to our environmental guy and be like, look at what we're achieving.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Thanks, Erica.
Pleasure.
See you tomorrow.
If you're listening to our program using the podcast service, just a reminder that we do go live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Korea Standard Time. So tune in and help us make the show more informative by giving us your input. See you bright and early on Good Morning Seoul.